Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly readings for September 8th to the 15th. This is for Taurus and Taurus rising and Taurus moon. And we are going to jump right into it. Taurus, big week. Okay. This week is really settling into things, get it done energy. This is going with the flow, flowing with the go. There is this buildup, this momentum that you're going to be feeling, especially coming after a lot of energies that we've had recently. Mercury's gone direct, but this is going to be absolutely wonderful in terms of we are moving toward the huge, wonderful Venus trine Jupiter aspect that is happening on Saturday. It's almost like the headlining act for this week. And as always, the green asterisk, best aspects of the week. But Venus trining Jupiter this weekend is likely going to be one of the best of the month. It could be even of the year for a lot of y'all, seeing what's going on for you. Now, Sunday, September 8th. Yes, so Mercury does move into Virgo. That's why I included Sunday for the 8th here, because it is a big aspect. Mercury's going to be in Virgo for the next 2.5 weeks. This is great. Remember, Mercury's in its domicile in Virgo. Mercury thrives in Virgo. Getting things done, your day-to-day, having that big focus on your day-to-day. Remember that we're in Virgo season still. Sun is in Virgo, amplifying that energy. Okay, so there could be a lot of focus in terms of your daily life, your daily routines, work, children, health as well. But especially with communication with Mercury here as well, but just processing things as well. Now, Virgo does rule your 5th house, so there could be a lot of emphasis on, like I said, children, love, relationships, creativity, self-expression, recreation, even like playing chess and checkers on the, days that you want to, whatever it is. But this is really, really nice. And it is, like I said, your monthly forecast. It's very checking things off your to-do list. Okay. Even checking it twice. Mercury in Virgo it's a little bit more Scully than Mulder. And so it is like more analytical, more pragmatic. You're going to feel this. You're going to feel this energy. All right. So take advantage of it. And again, get in that rhythm with Mercury in Virgo, with the Sun in Virgo. Now, Wednesday, September 11th, Mercury in Virgo will sextile Mars in Cancer. I like this. It's a harmonious aspect. There's something here that you could be really, first feel very stimulated. But there's something here that it's almost like you're giving legs to something. You're feeling this burst. You're like, okay, gonna make this work. And I really like that. And there could be this undercurrent of emotions that are driving you. Remember, Mars has moved into Cancer officially and will be here until November. And it's very emotional. Remember, I talked about it being about emotional growth, but communication could be really highlighted for you. It is Mercury with Mars and Cancer that is in your 3rd house of communication. And again, intellect, thinking, processing, but also short distance travel. It could be something that's on your mind around this time. Planning a trip, maybe even taking a trip around this time. There could be something with siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors that's really emphasized for you around this time. But remember, Mars is taking action. Mars is action. Could be a lot of emphasis around home matters for sure, but a lot of communication in the works as well, like social media, maybe even emails, Zoom calls, whatever it is. Use it to your advantage because it is really great. Now, Thursday, September 12th, we've got the Sun in Virgo squaring Jupiter and Gemini. I do like this aspect. I know it's a square, but it's a lot of mental stimulation. It just feels like there's, the cogs are turning up here. Remember, Sun in Virgo, Jupiter and Gemini, those are the 2 Mercury ruled signs. All right. So a lot of stimulation again. And so it just feels very productive. It feels like there's like this push in terms of, okay, I'm going to thrive. Okay. I'm going to thrive. I'm going to be enchanting. I'm going to, attract everything I want. Remember, Jupiter and Gemini is in your 2nd house of expansion and money and well, it's leading up to Saturday. Okay. Leading up to Saturday. So use that aspect in terms of pushing yourself. Venus trining Jupiter on Saturday. So now we're here, the main attraction of the week, the headlining act. You hear the church bells. That's a sign. That's a big sign for you, Taurus. But you've got the two benefic planets. You've got the two benefic planets getting together in this incredibly auspicious aspect, saying, what can we do for Taurus to make their life even better than it is? Like, this is absolutely amazing with Venus in Libra in her domicile, where she's strong. Venus, as you know, you share Venus with Libra. And so there could be like a really big emphasis on partnerships, but you've got Jupiter and Gemini in your second house as well. Libra actually rules your sixth house too. So again, there's that overlap with health and daily routines and work. But this is amazing. This again could be one of your best days, and it's so strong. You'll feel it. Think about the days surrounding it, especially after. But your charm factor will be cranked up. You will feel very magnetic, radiant, radiating. You could be really. This is Venus, okay? Beauty, pleasure, love, money, relationships, and then you got Jupiter, luck, good fortune, expansion, wealth. So, oh my goodness, is this going to be really nice for you? You definitely feel like you're frolicking in a field of roses and lilies, and there's a money fountain, there's a chocolate fountain, there's a Lululemon, whatever you want, Walmart, it doesn't matter. Anything you want. This is abundance is what it is. All right. So again, if you are single, by the way, with Venus trining Jupiter, go out there. Okay. Go out there, go to the bars, go to the, Olive Gardens, wherever you meet singles. Okay. Wherever you meet singles, this is a day that you can, this is definitely supporting that. All right. Really great if you are in relationships as well. Very, very, very nice. All right. So again, a lot of themes are going to be coming up with love, with beauty, with harmony, with money. In fact, actually, with this type of aspect, because I get a lot of comments about this, if there is a day, if about lottery, because a lot of people, ask about the best days for lottery, your chances are definitely higher when Venus trine Jupiter, okay? Versus days when Venus does not trine Jupiter. That is all I'm saying. I'm not saying anyone's going to miss it. I'm just saying chances are, this is, Venus and Jupiter, remember I said, they want to give you all. They want to give you everything, all that abundance, all right? So keep that in mind. This is really special. And we're actually fortunate to have Venus trine Jupiter 3 times this year. It is very rare. That doesn't happen 3 times a year. No. Once, twice a year tops. We will have another one. Venus will trine Jupiter in December. We'll talk about that when we get to December. I think Venus is going to be in Sagittarius at the time. But, if you want to think about the last time Venus trined Jupiter, it was my birthday, January 28th. Anyway, this is going to be really, really good. And especially for you, Taurus, because remember, Jupiter is in Gemini in your second house of money, income, salary. All right. So this is top notch. All right. So let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you, Taurus, for the week of September 8th to the 15th for Taurus and Taurus rising and Taurus moon. All right, so Taurus, I do a traditional cult across spread. It offers the best overview. If we need to, especially for a weekly reading, if we need to pull clarifiers, we will. And because, there was, we got more to talk about next week in terms of aspects. So, I will pull a lot of clarifiers for you. Secondly, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. I have the party duck out this week. It is Ruby's birthday and my mom's birthday. So a lot of birthdays. Anyway, let's see what's going on for you. Taurus, what a week. Oh my goodness. So y'all definitely have this is really great. Y'all have definitely moved into new places in your life. And if you haven't yet, you will. You will. There is this almost like kind of like this sense of rebirth that's happening that I'm picking up on. It's like, even if it's not in your physical world, there is this charge within you that's saying, I am going to change things. And then you got the Fool too. You got the Fool. There you go. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. You got the Fool in your recent past. You see the full abundance of the sun here. You see it's card 0. We are talking about, wow, this is the beginning of the major arcana of the Fool's journey. Yes, this is a lot of, again, like that spiritual energy, as in like, let me do this. I'm going to take that risk. Standing on the edge of the cliff here. All right. Not even looking down, having faith in himself, having faith in the universe. A lot of innocence here, a lot of innocence, a lot of purity here. This is wonderful. I love this for you. There's this new direction that's happening in your life. Now, you also have the 7 of Wands. And actually, you know what? Looking at what's going on here, you could have really felt some of that change when Uranus, that is in your sign, did go retrograde. Remember, the bookend's really strong, and I say that because the Fool is attributed to the planet Uranus, all right? And so, and that does bring some changes and breakthroughs. So a lot of y'all could even be feeling this breakthrough energy as you move into this week. Now, you have the 7 of Wands. Very interesting in the heart of your spread. So there is something here that you may feel that you are really, really like, okay, remember I said this week is like you're going to feel that charge, a lot of momentum. Well, yes, you are definitely going to not back down. All right. And even if it feels like there are, you feel that people are coming after you in some sense, and you're going to be on top of your game. All right. That's with the 7 of Wands here. All right. And again, it does feel family related. It could be a significant other, something home related, maybe parents, children. But there is a sense of, the 7 of Wands is all about valor, right? It's all about that. You like standing your ground. But you do have the sun in your challenge area. So it almost seems like there is going to be something in your physical world that does come up where you really want to feel that spirit of the Fool that came up in your recent past. Okay. And some people around you could be trying to get your goat. All right. They're trying to get your goat. But get your bull because you're Taurus. Don't let that happen. And then also it does seem like that, whatever happens this week, it does feel like there's a sense of, let's remember that there is all this abundance, opportunity, everything that lies ahead. And so remember, Mars did move into Cancer. Okay. So that makes emotions really heightened, and you may just feel it from other people. Okay. And that may be putting you in a place where it's just not you and it's not your authentic self. All right. Now, you do have the Queen of Swords in your crown, which is really great. I love that. The Queen of Swords in your crown, especially. Queen of Swords is very headstrong. You've got to think about her backstory, right? She's gone through a lot. And that is why she's sitting in this throne, because she knows the difference between right and wrong. This is true perception here, by the way, with the Queen of Swords, pointed straight to the sky. This is you having this sense of, I'm definitely going to be the decision maker here. I'm definitely going to be headstrong in any capacity, going to leave emotions at the door because I don't want emotions to cloud my judgment, especially with Mars and Cancer. Really great. All right. So continue to do that. Be very headstrong this week, because it does seem like you got the Tower and the root of your spread. So they could feel like underneath it all, you may feel like, okay, some things are, structures in my life are changing, as you would know, with Pluto having gone back into Capricorn, right? So there's things here that you are, even on a spiritual level, the way that you're seeing things, and even like your belief system, your philosophies, but there is a sense of something's got to go, all right? Because you got the Hierophant in your future. So the Hierophant is, very disciplined. The Hierophant, he is a connector between the divine, our physical world. And I say disciplined because this is someone who loves, and craves structure. Okay? And so do you see how there seems like there is some new system structure that you're building for yourself, and where you are a lot more powerful, feeling a lot more empowered? You may be even moving into this spot of leadership. That could be the other thing, is like there may be some people that have these low energy frequencies that are maybe jealous of you or whatnot. And it's just, again, there just may be a lot of noise this week that you just got to cut All right. You're going to be able to do that. But yeah, this is really great. The Hierophant is Taurus, by the way. So it's almost like you coming into your authentic self with all this spiritual wisdom that you now have because you've been fair. You've definitely been headstrong, and you haven't let anyone actually take anything from you. Okay. So clarifiers. I'll do one more. All right. So, okay. Clarifying the 7 of Wands. You got the 5 of Pentacles and Justice. All right. So there definitely is something here. Like I said, someone else is involved. There are people, like I said, with the 5 of Pentacles here is strong, is definitely coming up strong. And it could be something where it is really making you feel those lower frequencies, like talked about, like, the second house, by the way, you've got Jupiter there, and you've had Jupiter there for a while, is self-worth, it's self-value. Don't let anyone make you feel less than what you are. Not this week, okay? Not today, all right? Not today, not tomorrow, not yesterday, not last year, not, 2036. You know what I'm saying, all right? So, because you got Justice at the end of it all. Very interesting what's happening here. We did have the South Node conjunct Venus conjunct the South Node back, last week. So there could have been a relationship, partnership that that was already exiting, maybe, or there could have been something that you've been outgrowing, or there could have been some end of a partnership, relationship. Now, remember, that can be work related, that can be love, romance, it could be some sort of commitment. All right, just this one-on-one commitment, because you are getting, you got the Queen of Swords in your crown, who's Libra, who is very much like the Justice card. Another, you see the Judge here, sort of pointed straight to the sky. All right. The truth and nothing but the truth, but also being true to yourself. Actions having consequences, but that fairness. All right. Cutting things through. Like I said, what I said earlier with the Queen of Swords, just cutting things that, even that noise, it's just, there's some noise here where you just got to cut through it. Justice will be served in your favor. Justice is very karma related. So, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as you move forward. There's something this week that is going to, it almost feels like there's also something that's just really holding you back, and you've got to go within. You've got to, because you have that Tower moment. So that could have been a little bit of a shakeup. And remember, Uranus is in your sign. And when Uranus goes retrograde, you feel that powerfully with the bookends that happened recently. And there's a little bit of that shakeup. Okay. A little bit of that shakeup. And something could have been stirred with that Tower, but Ace of Wands. So, so let's talk about this first. Yeah. So it does seem like you are moving into a place where you're holding on to something. There may be something that is you're reaping some reward from this shakeup, this chaotic moment that you did go through. All right. So you always have to see this as the Tower moment. It doesn't happen to you. It happens for you. All right. Remember what I talked about structures with the Hierophant? That's a dismantling of some sort of structure. Okay. And so you move with that energy. Remember I said, go with the flow with the go. And you got the Ace of Wands, this brand new, beautiful new thing emerging in your life. All right. So aces ushering a new change, new beginning, new opportunities. And wands are just so lively, so invigorating. It's so special here. Work-related matters. It's also, creative things that creative energy comes through really strong. All right, your ambitions. Now, with the Hierophant, you got the Two of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so, yeah, you are definitely something that it feels like really trust everything that is happening in your, there is some sense of, just duality here, but something that is going to bring you this wisdom, but don't let anything shake that off from you. You see the two columns here in both the Justice and the Hierophant. That's wisdom. Great, and tarot is wisdom, but this, we're talking about the columns. You've heard of Solomon's Temple, all right? Straight from there, all right? So, but then you've got the Two of Swords coming right after. And you see that duality happening here as well. So there is a sense of going deep, going within, making decisions. You got to make decisions. You got to go within, all right, for things to start coming together for you so you can move forward, okay? Trusting your intuition. You see her back turned to the moon here as well as the sea. So again, your emotions as well. And then you got the Six of Pentacles. Very nice. Very nice. So, really big energy here, really like a lot happening here. Six of Pentacles is that generosity. It's, when I say things coming together where things are harmonizing. And like I said, we are moving into, the weekend where Venus will trine Jupiter. This is wealth. Okay, this is wealth. If you feel that you're not receiving it, you've got to have that faith in yourself. Like I said, you've got to remove yourself from any situation where that may be hard on you. All right. And knowing that there's support all around you. All right. Because you remember, you got the Five of Pentacles here. These people are outside of a church. All they got to do is go in the church instead of refusing to see it. That's what they're doing. Okay. When you do that, you got the Six of Pentacles in your future where all that support comes in, all that love and all that wealth, but also spiritual wealth. All right. So really, really big week. Let's get to your stuff. Taurus. Oh my goodness. If you like this reading, by the way, it would be great if you like, subscribe, all that fun algorithm stuff. Leave comments. Tell me what's going on this week, okay? Let's see what's going on. All right, I want to hear from y'all. I love y'all. Okay, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much, Taurus. Okay. Oh yeah. What a week. It's just so funny. It's sometimes like the weeks where there's, maybe like 2 or 3 aspects or whatnot that are happening. There's always like big stuff happening in your spread. But I'm going to point some things out for you here. You see you have the Two of Pentacles as well. So you've been sitting on some decision anyway. There's been something, especially in your physical world and your physical reality. It just seems like there has been something that's been, all right, I got to make a decision about this. There's something here. I want you to pay attention to how you're seeing things as well. All right. The things that, if you have big decisions, even if it's not a decision, even if it's just prioritizing something more than something else, see how it works in your favor. Okay. What leads to the truth? What leads to your truth makes you feel that you're being your authentic self, where you are working with your karma. All right. And another big message is just not distracting yourself. It just seems like there could be some distraction. And again, it can be because of other people in your life that's kind of a distraction at this point. So just keep that in mind. You got the Queen of Cups in your in your external factors area, which is actually very nice. Queen of Cups. Oh, loving. I say that she's like the Princess Diana of tarot. Look at her. Just so beautiful and stunning, but someone who is very loving, so much love to give. She leads with her heart too. She's does what her heart desires. She's got this emotional intelligence. She's definitely someone who's very intuitive too. Someone who gets it. Okay, someone who gets it. In your external factors area. So yeah, there could be something. Someone coming through in this really big way that's possibly connecting you with something. Someone that could be offering something, especially because, well, Queen of Cups is double water. And then remember, we've got Mars in Cancer, and the Queen of Cups is Cancer, by the way. And so that is in your 3rd house. So something with agreements or contracts, or there could be something there in terms of peacemaking as well. And you could feel that with Venus trine Jupiter as well. But there is also, if you are seeking, it's just someone maybe possibly opening up doors for you. If you are seeking a relationship, yeah, there's definitely something that's really nice. And you could meet someone, and it could be in a platonic way. It could even be in, a way of opening doors for you in terms of boosting your confidence this week. But either way, like there's someone out there for you. It could be a Cancer, it could be Cancer rising, it could be Cancer moon. You got the Death card. There you go. You want this big change. You want this big change, but again, it just feels like there is a sense of knowing that the change that you want is not because of external forces like that are force. You've got to go within. You got to know that change within you. Okay, that transformation that you're seeking. You got to know that's what you want, and you are the that force of that change. Lastly, you got the Seven of Swords, all right, in your final outcome. So two things here. One, yes, absolutely. Like I said, with that seven here, with the Seven of Wands, and then you've got the Seven of Swords, and then you also got the Two of Pentacles. What I said earlier. So it just seems like there may be something that there's something that you may be distracting yourself from that you really need to pay a little bit more attention to. Okay. Now, the Seven of Swords is, there is a little bit of, and I only say that because you have the Hierophant in your future, but then you also got the Justice card in here, and then the Sun in your challenge area. And then you know how things happen with the Tower card. So there is something where I just want you to be true to yourself and be your authentic self and not skirt anything. Don't take any shortcuts. Remember, you're going with the flow, flowing with the go, but feeling that momentum and that charge that you are creating. You're creating those ripples. Seven of Swords. The other thing, by the way, yeah, it could be someone else. Like I said, there may be someone else. That's really just energy that you have to work with to the point where you see eye to eye and you feel that justice. And then there you go, you got temperance as well. You work with that energy, you're going to be absolutely fine. But yeah, don't it doesn't seem like it seems like you just have to take care of business this week. Okay, whether it's being honest with yourself about a situation or a circumstance, it seems like it really just seems like there is something in your physical world that is, or people, or there's something. It could be a person, it could be a circumstance, or maybe especially work related. It could be a big thing for y'all. Something that does have to do with finances as well. If, by the way, that does affect you this week, but it could also maybe even distract you from your truth. Keep that in mind. But again, it could be some in your external factor. Then this card is highly associated with like deception and deceit as well. So just pay attention, because then temperance here. But it does look like there's something here that the reason why it may have a big impact on you this week is because you got the Fool in your recent past, and so you've been going through this change, but then there's some unexpected things that are happening here, and that could throw you off. And so always vibrate at this high frequency, and always trust in yourself and be your authentic self, and know that you know your self-worth and your value and the value that you bring to things. With temperance here, this is really great with the archangel, topping off the final outcome. That's really good. You do all that work, you're going to be fine. You got temperance, which is saying, hey, you're going to be, I'm watching over you. You're going to be great. This is temperance is all about like patience and moderation, and just knowing that the things that you are going toward, they're going to happen. All right. Not stressing about anything. There's this flow. And remember, there is that flow that I just want you to really adapt to this week. All right. Speaking of flow, by the way, there you go. I'm going to show you something here. You see the 2 cups, how she's pouring? Well, it's Archangel Michael, but that's what I'm talking about, that flow. Okay. You got 2 cups in your hand. You go like, psh, 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 swish, splash, swish, splash. You're not going to get it. There's a balance to it. There's a rhythm to it. There's a patience to it. There's being an attentiveness to it. Okay. Intuitively as well. And then you're going to be fine. You got a big week. Look at all these major arcana. I mean, you got a big week, decisions to make. Again, don't distract yourself from something. Make that decision you got to make. Again, remember, you got that 2 of Swords here as well. But there's a lot of things here. It's almost like, again, something in your external world is throwing you a little bit off guard. All right. So get back on guard. You're going to be absolutely fine. You got the 6 of Pentacles here, which actually is a Taurus card. Queen of Cups here. So you see, you're moving into, you got Justice, clarifying so you got the Ace of Wands. You're going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. All right. So Taurus, y'all, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you subscribe, leave comments. Okay. Tell me what's going on. And next week is it's the big one. It's the big one. The full moon lunar eclipse that we're having in Pisces. And so again, there could be something here with friendships, FYI, because remember, that is in your 11th house of friendships, groups you belong to, organizations you belong to, maybe even something social media wise, or a community. And remember, it's the end of something. Taurus, y'all are amazing. I'll see you next week. Okay, bye-bye.